So we had a client that spent $1,600, generated 53 leads. From those 53 leads, got 4 contracts. That means that he is getting an average of 13 leads per contract, and it's costing him $421 per contract. So if you're a real estate wholesaler right now doing deals, you know that those are amazing numbers. So in this video, I want to break down to you exactly how he did that and some additional specifics, and then that way you can see for yourself if whether or not you want to be able to implement this. My name is Cris Chico. I'm considered the godfather of virtual wholesaling. I'm the #1 expert in the niche when it comes to Facebook ads for motivated sellers. I pioneered the use of Facebook ads around 2016, among other things. I also know how to run TikTok ads, Google ads, including search, demand gen, and all of them. But this video here is only about Facebook ads. And this video is for you, especially if you're a real estate wholesaler right now and you are doing some deals, like you might be doing a deal a month, and you're doing cold calling, and you're looking for a better way, a more efficient way in order to generate leads. It could also be for you if you are brand new to business, have never done a deal before, but you're not wet behind the ears. Like, okay, I know how to talk to sellers. I'm just talking to the wrong sellers. And so what we're doing here is we're running Facebook ads in order to find motivated sellers. So first of all, let me walk you through the stats, and now I'll share with you, this is a message that I got from the client, and he asked me, hey Cris, can you bump up the budget to $120 a day? He wasn't at $120 a day, he was only spending about $40 a day. So obviously I hear that and I'm thinking, okay, something good must be happening. And so I asked him how he was doing with the leads, and this is what he told me. He has one closing on Monday. He got EMD and a confirmation from the lender. Everything is good to go. He's closing that on Monday. I think that one's going to be 10K. He has 3 other deals that he's working on. He's working on Dispo with one of our other members, clients, where they're kind of doing the deal together. And they have a lot of buyer interest in that one. So it's a high probability deal. Now he just started with us 30 days ago, maybe less. Picked up a new deal in Oklahoma. He's going to start dispoing that today. And he has one that he has as an ovation listed in Indianapolis, and has a very super interested buyer. So all in all, I mean, he's definitely going to make money just with that one that's closing on Monday, but at least 1 or 2 of the other ones are going to come through. So that means that he's going to have tremendous ROI on this campaign. Now, a couple of things about this client. He has done deals before, so he knows how to talk to sellers. Number 2 is he knows how to do novations, and he knows how to do wholesaling. So therefore, with those 2 strategies, you're able to utilize as many of the, you're able to take advantage of whatever opportunities come your way more effectively than somebody who can just do wholesaling. Now, let's walk through the campaigns that we're running for him. You're going to see a lot of stuff in here, and I'm just going to walk you through them here. Hey, by the way, if you're interested, we can set up this entire system for you, just like this client here. We will initially get the ads going, get them started, make sure that they're working, make sure you're getting great results, hand them over to you, show you how to work them, and that way you're in full control. You don't have to pay an agency. You don't have to pay expensive pay-per-lead prices. If you are interested, then go ahead and reach out to us and we'll give you the details. Now, in these campaigns, you'll notice that we have some here that are, they say LP. So when they say LP, you can see here, it says LP. So what does LP mean? LP means landing page. So this is a landing page campaign. Lead forms is, in case you're not familiar, Facebook has a way of that allows you to collect the data from clients that are interested in your services by submitting what's called a lead form, and that's Facebook's own internal collection system for collecting customer information. The other ones are landing pages. So in general, right now we're running both lead forms and both landing pages. Now you'll notice here that there's more landing page campaigns than there are lead form campaigns. That was because we had a little bit of a snafu earlier in the month where Facebook did not like the way we were asking questions on the lead form, and so we ended up having to scratch a bunch of lead forms, redo them. But in the meantime, because we had landing pages up, then we were able to get them, still be able to keep the leads coming in. Cities. So we're targeting, you notice here it says cities. We're targeting the top 95 cities across 12 states. So that way we can make sure that we're getting good quality leads. You'll also notice that we're targeting the credit category. So we're in the restricted category on Facebook, where we're doing stuff for motivated sellers in the housing category. And so we have to select the housing category, but we can also select other categories such as credit and employment. So we test through all of them. You can see here employment was selected on one of the campaigns as well. And that had 10 leads at $20 per lead. So that was actually working well too as well. Now, you see where it says more qualifying. That is the creative that we were using. So we were using ads that really called out to the audience and said to them, hey, if you're looking for full retail value, or you might as well just listen with an agent, because we're not here, we can't really help you. You also see that there's some that says AI videos and images, and so those are ones where we have AI generated videos and images, and so we mix them up in that particular in this account. So if you notice here, the only common thing here for the most part is the cities. Aside from that, in terms of geography, aside from that, we are running a bunch of stuff in this ad account simultaneously, and that's what you want. You don't want to depend on any one campaign. You want to be able to start. You want to be able to generate a variety of different campaign types, so then that way you make sure that you're getting leads, and you have like a little portfolio of campaigns running at any given time. Now here are the stats. You can notice here, these are the number of leads that have come in on the results, and then you can also see the cost per result there. And then the cost per result varies. Some of them are high, 59. Those end up being paused. This one here end up being paused. And then we just keep the ones that are doing well. Like for example, the one that we see here at 16 leads, that's running at $32 per lead. So that's an acceptable cost per lead. When we're running cities, we're going to increase the cost per lead, but we are going to get a higher quality lead because it's going to be in a more populated area. That's why with him, you have a situation where you have a very low number of leads per contract, meaning he is really squeezing the crap out of these leads. And it has to do also with the intent of the leads, as well as the fact that they're in a good geographic area. You can see here the total spent, $1684.47 is the total spent. So on this, it was a total of 53 leads. Let me put it here. It was a total of 53 leads, and then 1684, as I mentioned here already. And so here's a big takeaway from here. If somebody tells you, hey, Facebook ads are not that great, they don't know what they're doing, either that or they just don't know how to talk to sellers and get deals done. I mean, that's it, bottom line. And so, also that they consider is that these leads from Facebook are, he's paying $35. If you were to buy these leads from a pay-per-lead company, you would have to bid on these cities individually, and now you're spending $150, $200 per lead. And because if you're going to go ahead and do nationwide, all they're going to do is sell you the leftover leads that nobody wants. These leads are exclusive to you, meaning that you're not going to have a lead where another 10 or 15 investors have called that lead. Now, there's always going to be investors floating around trying to get a hold of it. Any one particular seller may submit more than one form across the internet, but certainly if you're buying them from a platform that resells those leads to everybody, then that number is going to spike up. And then if you're running here in this particular case, the client, we set this up for the client, we run it initially, and then we hand it off, so then that way they can run that on their own. And so it's better than an agency where you never know what's going on, you never know what they're doing, you don't understand anything. If you get the wrong agency, then they're going to just take all your money because they're going to spend it all, and you're not going to get any results. And in this way, at the end, long-term solution is that you're in control of your ads, you run them. And that's my recommendation, because if you're in the real estate business, wholesaling business, you're really in the marketing business, and marketing is the most important part of this business. So there you have it. By the way, if you want to know the big scope of everything we do, including how the ads look like and everything else, check out that video right there. And then that video will walk you through everything.